Imagine yourself in a time and place where polygamy was not just accepted but was a mark of status and power. Welcome to the world of King David, a man after God's own heart, yet a man with many wives. King David, renowned for his wisdom and valor, was a man of great importance, not just in the annals of Jewish history, but in the foundation of Christianity as well. A shepherd boy turned king, his life was marked by battles, victories, and an intriguing personal life. At the core of this personal life were his wives, each unique, each with a story to tell. Michal, the daughter of King Saul, was David's first wife. Her life, marked by a love that turned bitter, is a tale of passion, power, and betrayal. Then there's Abigail, a woman of intelligence and beauty, who saved her household from David's wrath and later became his wife. Ahinoam, the Jezreelite, was another of David's wives, a constant presence in his life. Maacah, Haggith, Abital, and Eglah were mothers to David's sons, each contributing to the lineage of the king in their own way. And who could forget Bathsheba? Her story with David started with an illicit encounter, followed by a series of events that changed the course of their lives. Yet it was through her that Solomon, the wise king, was born. Each of these women played a significant role in David's life, their relationships with him reflecting a spectrum of emotions: love, loyalty, wisdom, and even deceit. These relationships were not just about the man they shared, but also about the challenges they faced, the sacrifices they made, and the roles they played in a kingdom's narrative. David's wives were not mere shadows in the background. They were active participants in his life, influencing his decisions, shaping his destiny, and contributing to the fulfillment of God's plan. The lives of these women were intertwined with King David's destiny, shaping his life and the course of biblical history. First, there was Michal, the daughter of King Saul and David's first wife. She loved David, but their story was far from a fairy tale. Michal's love for David was profound and passionate, a love that blossomed in the midst of a tumultuous time in Israel's history. Yet their love story was laced with heartache, political intrigue, and deep-seated misunderstandings. Michal, as mentioned in the first book of Samuel chapter 18 verses 20 to 28, was given to David in marriage by King Saul, her father, who saw this union as a strategic move. Their relationship, however, took a tragic turn as described in the second book of Samuel chapter 6, verses 16 to 23. Michal's vehement disapproval of David's public dancing before the Ark of the Covenant led to a rift that could not be mended. Michal's story teaches us about the heartache of unfulfilled love and the complexities of political alliances. Then came Abigail, a woman of beauty and intelligence who saved her household and won the heart of a king. Abigail, a beacon of wisdom and bravery, showcased her unique strengths in a time of crisis. Her story, outlined in 1 Samuel 25, is one of courage and diplomacy. When King David, angered by her husband Nabal's disrespect, planned to exact revenge, it was Abigail who intervened. She did not shy away. Instead, she approached David with humility and respect, bringing provisions and a plea for peace. Her wisdom shone brightly as she reminded David of God's plan for him, steering him away from needless violence. What can Christians learn from Abigail? She exemplifies the power of wisdom, the strength in humility, and the courage it takes to stand for peace. In an era where conflict is rife, her story resonates, reminding us of the importance of diplomacy and understanding. Abigail's story is a testament to the power of wisdom and diplomacy in the face of conflict. Apart from Michal and Abigail, David had several other wives, each with her own story and significance. Now let's delve a little deeper into these fascinating lives. Ahinoam of Jezreel, for instance, was a powerful woman who bore David his firstborn, Amnon. Although Amnon's life was marred with scandal, Ahinoam's role as the mother to the firstborn marked an important milestone in David's life. Then there was Maacah, the daughter of King Talmai of Geshur, who gave birth to Absalom and Tamar. Absalom, known for his rebellious nature, played a crucial role in David's life, instigating a revolt that sent David into exile. Haggith, Abital, and Eglah were also significant figures. Haggith bore David's son Adonijah, who later vied for the throne. Abital and Eglah, though their roles were less prominent, bore David's sons who were part of the royal lineage. Now we cannot speak of David's wives without mentioning Bathsheba, a woman whose initial encounter with David was steeped in controversy, as described in the second book of Samuel, chapter 11. Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah the Hittite, was taken by David while her husband was at war. Despite the scandalous beginning, their relationship yielded Solomon, arguably the wisest of all David's sons, who succeeded David on the throne. These women were not mere bystanders in the unfolding of David's story. They bore his children, influenced his decisions, and played key roles in the narrative of his life and kingdom. Each brought her unique strength and perspective, shaping David into the leader he became. Moreover, their stories resonate with the complexities of real life, its trials, triumphs, and the intricate web of relationships that define us. They remind us that even in the context of ancient times, women held significant roles in the shaping of history. Each of these women, in their own way, played a part in shaping the destiny of King David and his kingdom. Their lives, filled with joys and sorrows, victories and defeats, are a testament to the enduring strength and resilience of womanhood. So, why do the lives of King David's wives matter to Christians today? Their stories offer valuable lessons and insights. Just as King David's wives played significant roles in their historical context, their influence extends to Christians today, offering lessons on love, faithfulness, wisdom, and resilience. These women, living in a time and culture vastly different from ours, provide us with timeless principles that can still guide our daily lives and relationships. Let's delve into the theme of love. King David's wives loved fiercely, and their love often transcended the boundaries of their time. Their love was not just romantic, it was also sacrificial, selfless, and enduring. From their narratives, we learn that love should be more than an emotion. It should be an action, a decision, a commitment. Next, we find lessons on faithfulness. Despite the trials and tribulations they faced, these women remained steadfast in their faith. They clung to God's promises, even when circumstances seemed bleak. Their faithfulness serves as a beacon, urging us to trust in God's plan, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Wisdom is another key theme in their stories. The wives of King David were not just passive figures. They were wise women who used their intelligence and discernment to navigate complex situations. Their wisdom reminds us that God values and uses the wisdom of his people, encouraging us to seek knowledge and understanding. Lastly, we see resilience. These women faced unimaginable hardships, yet they remained resilient, drawing strength from their faith. Their resilience serves as a potent reminder that our trials do not define us, but rather how we respond to them does. In essence, the lives of King David's wives serve as a mirror, reflecting back to us the qualities that God values. They remind us of the importance of love, faithfulness, wisdom, and resilience in our walk with God. They challenge us to emulate these qualities in our own lives. Through their stories, we gain a richer understanding of our own relationships with God and each other. In the grand tapestry of biblical history, the wives of King David hold significant threads. They were not merely supporting characters in King David's life, but were vital contributors to his reign and the lineage of Jesus Christ. We've journeyed through the intriguing lives of King David's wives. We've seen their love, wisdom, and their pivotal roles in the biblical narrative. Each of these women, Michal, Abigail, Bathsheba, and others, had unique qualities and stories that shaped the destiny of Israel and, by extension, the Christian faith. Michal, David's first wife, taught us about the complexities of love and the sacrifices one might make in its name. Through Abigail, we learned about wisdom and peacemaking as she skillfully averted a deadly conflict between David and her foolish husband, Nabal. Bathsheba's story is perhaps one of the most complex, filled with scandal and pain, but ultimately redemption. Their roles were not confined to their relationships with David. They were mothers, peacemakers, and influencers. They bore the future kings of Israel, ensuring the continuation of David's lineage. Their contribution to the lineage of Christ is undeniable, for it is through them that the genealogical line of Jesus was established. The significance of King David's wives in Christian life cannot be overstated. They remind us of the strength of women and their integral role in God's plan. Their stories encourage us to persevere in our faith, to seek wisdom, to strive for peace, and to find redemption in God's grace. Their legacy is as enduring as the faith they helped to shape. They stand as testimonies of God's providence, working through imperfect people to accomplish his perfect will. Their lives, filled with triumphs and trials, love and loss, wisdom and folly, are woven into the rich tapestry of our faith. Their stories remind us that even in the midst of trials and tribulations, God works through all circumstances for his glory.